Okay, the third trait that Rambam brings is kadosh. So he says Rachum, Chanun, Kadosh. Those are the three. There's a whole other set, but I'm giving you Rambam's. Kadosh means holy. So to understand how you could be holy, we have to define holiness. What do you think holiness is? So if you say God's holy, that doesn't work.
Being like God?
So again, if you say God's holy, that definition doesn't work.
No, being holy is being like God.
But if you say God is holy, so God is like God?
Like to elevate my actions.
Okay, it has to do with elevation. You're almost there. I want to tell you what the word means literally. Literally, the word means separate. Separate. So this is why the marriage ceremony in Hebrew is called kiddushin, which means they're now separate. They're no longer available to everyone. They're only for each other. They're separate. So separate in this sense means separate from everything that limits. So what are some of the limitations that we have as human beings?
And we have to sleep, eat.
Okay, we're physical. So that means we have necessities, we have desires, we only live a certain amount of time. Okay, clear? So being holy means to some degree moving beyond physicality. Tell me what else limits us.
Our emotions.
We're emotionally very subjective. You know, you show two people the same thing, they often have two completely different pictures. Okay, so we're subjective, we're physically limited, we have short lives. What else makes us, you know, we take pleasure in evil. Otherwise, we're holy. Okay, so being holy means living a life that to the degree to which it's possible for a human, you're free of limitations. So humans could only be relatively holy. Only Hashem is absolutely holy. That makes sense to you? Okay. So there's a mitzvah in the Torah, be holy. How do you observe this mitzvah? So there's disagreement between Rashi and Ramban. So Rashi asks this question. What?
I said, what's new?
What else is new? Yes. So he says, gosh, this mitzvah is juxtaposed to the mitzvot at the end of the parsha preceding it. So that parsha ended with all of the forbidden relationships, incestuous relationships, other forbidden relationships. So Rashi concludes that what limits you the most is any kind of indulgence in forbidden relationships, that compromises you emotionally, it compromises you intellectually, it makes your life useless. It makes, okay, you understand this? Okay, so this is what he says. So I want you to hear his words. Rashi says, be holy, separate yourself from all forms of promiscuity. That's step one. And he draws a very famous conclusion. This conclusion that he reaches often quoted. Wherever you have fences against promiscuity, there you have the possibility of holiness. So what are some of the kind of fences do you think that we're talking about?
Separate lines at grocery stores.
You don't have to go as far as separate lines at the grocery. How about not randomly touching each other? How about not being behind locked doors with somebody who's nothing to you? Okay, clear? But there are a lot of things that can't be even stated in halacha because they depend on the person. Do you understand what I mean? So how friendly is too friendly? How inappropriate is a specific sentence? Is there a difference between saying, Jack, that was good work, I really admire you, and Jack, that was a great job, I really admire you. Okay, got this? So you have to learn this yourself. This can't be highly structured. Could you see where this is so? But I'll tell you the basic rule. The further people are along in one direction, the more they need fences from the other direction. So I'll give you an example. An engagement party. Where do you think a mechitza is necessary at an engagement party more? If the couple are new Baal Tshuvas or if they're FFBs? Who needs the mechitza more? A partition. Okay, what? The Baal Tshuvas for sure need it. It's more likely that the FFBs will have it. Okay, But let's say you have like some 18-year-old girl from Bnos Sarah who just got engaged with a boy from one of the black yeshivas here in Yerushalayim. Mazel tov. Okay, so she's going to come with her seminary friends, Razi and Gitti and all of those, okay? And they're sitting at this table. And he's coming with his yeshiva guys, and they're sitting at that table. Is there going to be flirting? Is there going to be nonsense? Not there. Okay, but suppose it was real life. Then would there be... I have to tell you one of my more embarrassing Shabbosim. I was just married and still very stupid. So my husband was learning in yeshiva, and I was just starting to work in Neve. So we were having Shabbos, so he brought 2 boys from yeshiva, and I brought 2 girls from Neve. And he was going to this very, very exclusive, strict yeshiva. So the boys came in first, they come in straight from shul with him. Okay, and good Shabbos, Mrs. Heller, where would you like us to sit? Okay, and I sit them down. Then the girls come in straight from Neve. Hi, are we on time? Okay, so I sit them down. So they're facing each other, which was already stupid. I didn't have to have them facing each other, but I wasn't okay. She leans over. Hi, my name is Gloria. What's yours? Yaakov. Okay, is this your first Shabbat? No. Okay. It's just getting worse and worse. I'm from Florida. That's nice. After the main dish, both boys get up, thank you very much, Mrs. Heller. It's been a lovely meal. Out. Okay. So, So this is different expectations. Okay, got this? So the more you're this way, the less you need a mechitza. The more you're that way, you need you need a policeman. You don't need okay, got the picture? So this requires a great deal of personal honesty. Okay, so moving on. Yeah.
What was this list?
The list is how to go in Hashem's ways. So we have, again, having mercy, giving freely, and being holy, which again, we're saying a human being can't be holy in the way Hashem is. Being limitless. Ramban, as we said already, disagrees with Rashi. He has a whole other idea.